What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite Damu from the West Side Fruits. We got a caller on the line. We got an artist on the line. We have a male in the building. You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. You want to say your name for the people, or are you anonymous?
My name ain't no dumb. I'm a musical artist. I'm from Chicago, in Houston.
Do you have me on speaker? Because that ain't going to work. It sounds like
I
you're pretty
I ain't got you on speaker.
Oh, there you go. You clear now. Hello? Yeah, hello. Okay.
I ain't got you on speaker.
Okay, so you Ray November. What you was saying?
Yeah, my name Ray November.
Where you born and raised, Ray?
I was born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but I reside in Houston.
Okay. You like Houston?
Yeah, Houston dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Great vibes, a lot of business stuff out there. You know, fun shit to do.
It was slower. It's faster than Oklahoma.
Yeah, man, it's way faster than Oklahoma. Well, I ain't gonna say way faster, but you know, it's kind of like a couple notches faster than Oklahoma.
Okay, so you moved as an adult or as a kid?
As an adult.
Okay, so what was the growing up like in Oklahoma?
Man, it's really different, you know what I'm saying? You got the gang violence, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when I grew up I grew up on the north side of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I always seen, drug addicts, stuff like that, gun violence, all different types of stuff, but I also seen people helping the youth and some people not helping the youth. So.
Yeah, that's different. It's gangs in Oklahoma. What you mean? I done seen First 48. You feel me? Pig farms and shit. I'm like, hold on. That is gangs?
Yeah, it's a lot of gangs in Oklahoma.
So where? I wasn't even aware. And I done been to the casino out there and shit. That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What was high school like? Junior high, elementary?
Man, I didn't even get to make it to high school.
I know all about that. I can relate.
Listen, I graduated high school, you know what I'm saying, when I had got out the penitentiary.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the penitentiary at 15. You know what I'm saying? I graduated middle school, all that, straight A student, you know what I'm saying? The streets just got me, I went and sat down for probably like 2 years, went and got my diploma, you know what I'm saying? Then I got my college business degree and stuff like that. So, it all paid off.
Oh, yeah, you're not a product of your environment. I like that. I like that a lot. So Houston is better for you in what way?
It's more opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Different crowd of people that don't know me, you know what I'm saying? Because if you stay in your city, man, it's hard to make it out your own city because you got everybody just really hating on you. Well, for my city, I can only speak for my city.
Right. Your personal experience, but I get it. We all can relate to that, even the listeners. We know all about it. So, you did the time. You still didn't let that stop you. You got your diploma. That was like necessary. That was like an accomplishment for you or for your parents?
Man, my father died when I was 10, so I really do all that. I really do everything I do for him, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah, really, it's just really in his name and my brother's name that died, so,
So, which one is your hero? Your dad or your brother?
Man, listen, I'm going to have to go with both of them.
Okay.
Both of them. Because my father, you know what I'm saying, I ain't going to lie, my father wasn't in my life like that, but them times that I spent with my father was big, impressions on my life. And then with my brother, it was just like, it was day to day, every day, you know what I'm saying? So, he always looked out for me. I sure I knew right from wrong, all that type of different shit. So,
So, losing your pops at 10, was that a traumatic event in your life, or you can name something more traumatic?
Man, losing my pops and my brother, that was them two things right there hurt me. And then when I lost my cousin Chantel Mack, you know what I'm saying, that really hurt me. That really fucked me up. So, them are the three things that really just fucked me up.
What expectations do you have for yourself?
Man, let's be a billionaire. I'm gonna be honest because listen, man, everybody look at all these billionaires like, man, I can't do that, man. Listen, it's only a mind thing to me.
That's
I own 5 different businesses right now. Listen, I'm on my way. I ain't tripping.
Not 5 of them. All right, black man, I hear you.
gotta start somewhere.
Are you a parent?
Yeah, I got a little girl. Then I got some guy kids.
How would you feel if your daughter decided to gangbang? That it made you laugh.
Nah, because it's like I don't think I ever let her get there. I don't think I let her get there.
How would you stop it?
Just my history, being around it. You know what I'm saying? Being in it. You know what I'm saying? She kind of look up to me as a hero, so you know what I'm saying? She listens to me when I say, nah, that ain't cool to do and stuff like that. We got a real good bond. So I feel like if I tell her, nah, that's not what it is, then she'll shy away from it. I mean, that's just history that I'm speaking on from other situations where I told her, nah, don't do that, and she shied all the way away from it.
Okay, like you said, y'all got a good bond. You trust that she'll listen to you, take your advice. All right. What did you want to be when you was little?
Man, when I was little, believe it or not, I wanted to be an engineer. And then I wanted to be like a basketball player coming up out of my city.
Okay. Can you play sports?
Yeah, I had D1 scholarships for basketball and football.
What?
I was number one in the nation, and I was doing my thing.
And you're not in no major leagues now? Why?
I just took a different approach with my music career. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like when I got set down for that 2 years, it was kind of like a setback, a major setback. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was getting different training, and then I had a different outlook when I got out of the penitentiary, and was like, I'm on some more business-minded stuff, owning stuff, than going to the league and stuff like that.
I get you. Do you feel like the athletes are slaves?
In a way, yeah. Listen, basketball and football was my passion.
Yeah.
Forever, but listen, man, people will work the hell out of you. I'm talking about people will work the hell out of you.
I believe it.
Yeah.
What is it like to be in your shoes?
Man, I say it's crazy life. That's 2 words that I can explain. Crazy life. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy life.
Crazy life, man. Look, man. It's a lot of things that I've been through that a lot of people ain't never even experienced or even been through, and they like 40 or 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I experienced the majority of a lot of stuff when I was from the tender age of 7 all the way up to 15. I experienced everything a child shouldn't even experience.
Such as?
Man.
I lost my
virginity. I guess you can say I lost my virginity at 7 years old.
Oh, you out of control.
I'm being
you out of control. Wasn't expecting that, people.
I was going to clubs when I was like 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? I had my first kid when I was 14.
Really?
15. So yeah, I was just already in the streets. I was here doing that. You know what I'm saying? I had a job. I was working. I provided, taking care of my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Just different things.
Okay, so we got to change it real quick and just stay on the subject. At 14, you became a parent? That's what the fuck you just said?
Yeah.
So, nowhere near ready were you. How did you prepare yourself?
Mental thing. I knew what I wanted for myself, and I knew what I wanted for my daughter.
Okay.
I grew up in a house with just my mother. You see what I'm saying? And I wasn't even really in the house with my mother like that because I was in the streets.
Okay.
So, I knew what I wanted for my daughter.
All right, so you was able to embrace it, basically.
Yeah.
So you feel like you made your baby mother, your wife, kid's mother, you made it harder on her, the pregnancy, or it was easy?
At that time in life, there's certain things that I was doing. I feel like I kind of made it easy on her.
Okay.
Because I wasn't bringing certain things around my daughter, and I never do that. But, the money was fast money, good money at the time. You know what I'm saying? It kept everything afloat.
Right.
So,
was it hard potty training, or you didn't do that?
Nah, see, that's the thing. I ain't get to do that. The little things that I ain't get to do that, and I wish I got to do that. But
not you wanted to potty train. I love it. I would
have changed the diapers. I would have bought the clothes. I would have stayed up all night with the baby. I love it, man.
Okay. Do you feel like fathers go through postpartum?
Hell Yeah.
Really?
Most definitely. Hell yeah, most definitely.
All right. In what way?
Man, because like you go from like knowing you about to have a baby and then you get locked up. Like right before the baby you know, born or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all them thoughts is in your head. You got so much stuff. Who's gonna be there for my kid? I hope she don't let another man in my kid life. It's just a lot of things like you don't want to be apart from your seed that you didn't put in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that.
Facts. What's the biggest fear you have while raising your daughter? Because you still raising her now.
The biggest fear.
Yeah.
And I have to just say, I've been a product of an environment, but you know, I'm moving the process to move things around and move out the way. I make sure she got everything she need. She ain't never gotta ask nobody for nothing. No man, no female, nothing.
I can respect that because our show was like, so is she gonna be like a damsel in distress? But no, you clarified. You clarified it. You clarified that. So okay, I feel that. How do you feel about the videos that you used to see, or we would see still occasionally, depending on the mother or father in Walmart fighting with their kids? How you feel about them parents?
Listen. You teach your kids something wrong. I mean, it just depends. It just depends. I ain't gonna attack nobody motherhood or fatherhood. I ain't gonna even attack it like that.
It's not an attack. It's your opinion.
If it's a necessity, like if a motherfucker put their hands on me or my baby mama or whatever it may be, or whoever I'm with at that time, and we got the kids with her, oh yeah, we about to whoop some ass. But if it's just on some words type shit, I'll let it slide. I'm a bigger man now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Words used to affect me and make me have actions to them, but now the words just pushed to the side.
Okay. So, yeah, that was very enlightening, and I hope the people feel like you enlightened them as well, because that was a different perspective. I done talked to a lot of fathers, daddies, whichever. I don't even know. Which term do you prefer? For real, because it'd be tricky. Which term do you prefer, the father or dad?
I'm a father.
Okay, so I've talked to some fathers, and y'all all have different perspectives, just like the daddies have different perspectives.
See,
and it's
when you're
always
a daddy,
interesting.
when you're a daddy, you just in the kid life, but you're not living the kid life. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Out, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what makes a man a man?
I can only speak on me. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Making sure any household that your seed is in or somebody who you're dealing with is taken care of, making sure the heavy duty stuff is done, making sure, you know,
not the heavy duty stuff.
Your wife, like, do you know what I'm saying? Hard labor work. You get what I'm saying?
Not moving the couches. We got to change the bedroom.
Like just making sure everything is in order, and making sure your spouse is straight. You know what I'm saying? Making sure she feel comfortable and protected, and making sure your kids feel comfortable and protected. That's the main thing right there. And setting them up for financial freedom and setting y'all goals as high as y'all can and reaching them goals.
Makes sense. So, music is your passion.
Yeah, music helps me get through a lot of stuff.
Really? So it influences you how?
Music influence. I ain't gonna say it influenced my lifestyle, but it helps me think on different aspects of life, because when you create a song, you know what I'm saying? This is how I look at it and how I jump on the song. Certain people come on and talk about it in this type of words, in this type of style. The other person come on and talk about it in a different style, in other words. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you see different point of views on what they talking about. So I just look at it like that. Music tell you different point of views and what people's opinions is, and have you looking at stuff and life are way different.
That's true. Your who's your top 5 artists, dead or alive, rap, sing, whatever? The top 5.
Top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Kendrick.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Kevin Gates.
Okay. They two different people like a motherfucker, but I'm with you. All right. Wow. Okay.
Kendrick, Kevin Gates, King Von.
Look at you. The people gonna be amazed. All right.
King Von, It don't have to be males, do it?
No. It ain't even gotta be rappers. Just your top 5 artists. You know, you fuck with these people. The catalog is in your phone, your laptop, your iPad. You feel me? You fuck with these artists.
King Von. We gonna go with SZA.
Okay.
And we gonna go with fucking. I can't think of that right now. Oh man, she was a earthy little chick back in the day, man. Erykah Badu.
Oh hell no, no you didn't do her like that. You gotta fix that. You can't do her like that, cause if and when this gets big, she can't be feeling like you underdogged her like that, man. You can't do her like that.
Nah, I ain't underdog, and the reason why she lasts is because listen, I just kind of like I listen to Erykah Badu on a more of a spiritual and healing certain type of level, but the rest of them, you know, that's like my everyday through life. You get what I'm saying? Lifestyle that I live or that I done been through.
Okay, so some say it's like secret messages, hidden agendas in music. Do you believe that? You agree with that?
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah.
So with you being an artist yourself, do you do the same thing? You put out hidden messages or like secret gems?
Yeah, I put gems in all my music. Whatever song you listen to in music, you're going to hear a gem. Or whatever it is, you're going to hear it.
Okay.
See, I don't believe in rapping about fake shit. I can't do that. It's hard for me to fake a rap about some fake shit. Like, I can't do that. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Okay, so it's all life lessons, like you saying.
Yeah.
So the fake artists would be, for example, who you don't think is really living their life on what they rap about?
Man, you can take Tekashi 6ix9ine right now. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let's make it a little harder for the people.
Man, shit. Okay, let me see. You can take people like Lil Wayne used to be one of my favorite artists. I'm just being honest.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God.
People get up there and be talking all that gangster stuff and all that stuff, and they really live that lifestyle. They ain't really live that lifestyle for real.
Okay. Metaphorically, I don't see how he's not rapping what he's rapping. He's linked out the game. He's pill popping. He's spending money. He's fucking bitches. He's in the fast life. He ain't saying he done killed them all and shot them down.
Man, listen.
He's
saying, go back to his old albums. Go back to his mixtapes. Go back to all that shit.
No ceilings. I mean,
go back to all that other shit.
Carter 2s and 3s. What is we? I mean, see, now this is the thing. It didn't take a turn. This whole interview took a fucking turn because that's one of my top 5s. So you just dropped this man to where I'm like, oh.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he's not in my top 5, because he's the ultimate one that I always used to look up to when I was growing up. So he's not. You can't put no number or nothing on that man, because that man is the greatest in the world right now. I don't care how old he get or whoever comes next, and people feel how hard they is. He's the ultimate GOAT.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep it real at the same time. I love Lil Wayne, but this some shit he be talking about. Yeah.
I need better examples. I need better examples, man. I need better examples. We're going to have a sidebar because we can't even take over the interview like this with this debate. Because it's going to turn into a fucking debate. So, yeah, no. But I'm going to need better fucking examples. Anywho, do you cook?
Yeah, I cook. Yeah,
okay, look at you.
Cooking is an art. Listen, anything in an art base, whatever it is, I love it.
You say anything art based, okay?
Yeah, cooking is an art. You gotta sit there, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's chicken or fries or hot dogs or whatever you cooking, chili cheese, whatever you cooking.
Not the chili cheese.
I'm just saying tilapia, whatever you want to call it, whatever. You gotta master that. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You do. You can't just be boxing it down thinking you a chef. I feel you. You gotta come with a little more. You really do. So, music is the outlet. It's a stress reliever. What would be a plan B?
Plan B?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Plan B will probably be acting or writing books.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Books? Why? I don't even feel like people be reading.
Man, look, you can change a person's life with a book. It's always the generation after generation. You get what I'm saying? Whether they put a book on a voice thing to where you can listen to it.
Oh yeah, the audios.
People, yeah, people still read books and listen to books and stuff like that. You never know what your story might do for the next person. And if you always feel like, hey, ain't nobody gonna read that book, then that's your loss because you didn't take that risk or that chance.
That's a fact too. Stay optimistic. Did you read before prison?
Yeah, I used to read a lot.
Okay. Because that's when I feel like I read the most during my incarceration. I'm just saying. And when you said that, I really thought of that. Like, I wonder if that's the stereotype.
Nah, I used to read a lot before. I was in all AP classes, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so,
you smart. All right.
Yeah, so, I was on the debate team, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're going to take it there with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, so, when I did my little bid and got out, you know what I'm saying, when I was in, I used to read a lot of books. They just opened and expanded my book catalog to different authors. That's all that did.
How do you feel about being a godfather?
Man, it's just like being a real father to me. I accept all that, you know what I'm saying? Even, I look at it like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I done made promises to my homeboy that ain't gone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we were getting kids, and I'm honor that promise, like, yo, you die, I die, I'm always be there for your kids, bro. I'm gonna treat them like my own. I'm gonna make sure they got all they need. So every god kid I get, they like my real kid.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So, growing up, you can see the turmoil, the dysfunction, but you can also see the functionality. So, what have you did in your community to help it function better?
I give back. I teach lessons that ain't nobody teaching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna tell you to not gonna pick up that gun and bust that nigga in the head with it. People gonna be like, yeah, do that because they want some excitement or whatever it is. I like to give people a second opinion, a helpline, you know what I'm saying? And by that I mean, like, I'm gonna be that voice in your head. You do that, then what comes with that?
Okay, voice of reason. It works out?
Yeah, it does. It helps a lot. I'm the poet. You know what I'm saying? I call myself the poet.
Okay.
Yeah, I call myself the poet. You know what I'm saying?
It's the words of wisdom. All right.
Yeah.
Is this your first interview?
Nah, this is like my fourth interview.
Okay, so you fuck with podcasts generally?
Yeah, most definitely. I fuck. Listen, I'm trying to hella podcasts. If I can come back to this one, I'll do this one again. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with podcasts.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. That is fucking what's up. A lot of people that I randomly be getting be lost, and it just be like, what the hell? Is this a joke to you? Like, no, for real, I just be really like, hello? I'm really finna seriously ask you some shit, and you are just game goofy right now. But anyway.
If you want to be honest, like, podcasts have the best conversations in the world right now.
Yes.
And anybody can beg to differ, but it's the truth because everybody get on the podcast and I don't know what it is, they have deep conversations, and it's also a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? And that's any podcast I done jumped on, even this one so far, it's always a learning lesson, you know what I'm saying, what I could do to better myself and just hearing how you think and giving me some tools and stuff like that. So, you know.
It works out.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
I only have one regret, man, and that's not being there when my brother died. That's the only regret I have. But any other thing, I don't have no other regrets because it got me this far. You know what I'm saying? Without them, I probably wouldn't even be where I'm at right now.
Okay. Life lessons, like you said. Do you have a message for the youth?
Stay positive. I always do manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation works like a motherfucker because I'm going to keep it 100. I went from having $0 to having a lot of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, manifestation works. I went from saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to start my own record label to having my own successful record label. I went to saying, right, now I'm gonna do this, and my mama gonna hear me on the radio one day, and she gonna call me and tell me her son on the radio that she heard me on the radio. That just happened like a week ago. So manifestation is a big thing. Don't never let go of your dreams.
And what song was that, Mr. November?
That was a Wicked Game.
Okay.
Cherry November. Yeah.
Turn up. It's the fact that this interview is coming to an end, and I want to talk about Lil Wayne so bad. So we are going to bring it back to that. But before, let the people know where they can find you, follow you, all of that. Drop your handle.
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Ray November. Y'all can find me on IG at Ray November _. Y'all can find me on Twitter at Ray November, SoundCloud, YouTube, all Ray November.
That's pretty simple. Y'all better not ask what or anything fucking like that. Because that's like, come on. You don't even need common sense for that. That's like a copy and paste right there. You should already know how to get a hold of this man. Still in all, Lil Wayne is a fucking lyricist, and you are trying to make it seem like he telling fairy tales. And I do not agree with that. Again.
Okay.
I don't.
Listen, from himself, it takes him 6 weeks to even pump out a verse because he don't want to say the same thing over. And in the rap life, you actually have to live life or read books or do something to be able to convey. Listen, I'm being honest. To convey a story on music. A song. You get what I'm saying? You can ask any artist.
I get what you're saying.
If any artist just sit in the house, don't read no book, don't go out nothing.
All they gonna have
to talk about is damn, I'm sitting in this house, I see a couch, I see a stove, mice, rats, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Not mice and rats, Jesus Christ.
I just said.
They talk about the gnats, huh? We got gnats and mothballs, that's it.
However you live it.
Jesus Christ. Ring lights and apps, that's what the fuck we're talking about. No. Hell motherfucking no. That man is doing all kinds of shit, and I feel like it's taking him that long to not repeat himself because he says so much shit under the influence he don't want to repeat himself.
Yeah. But listen, I ain't taking away from his greatness because the man is a legend. But one thing about me, I'm a street dude. And street dudes recognize street. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
You gonna recognize what's up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can tell if they've been in the streets a little bit or been around somebody who really that person or whatever it may be.
That's
but
right.
A street person gonna always know.
It's the Hood Chick, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe on this motherfucker. I know y'all want to finish hearing this conversation, but unfortunately, you ran out of time and you won't. So, pass it around. You got somebody for me to interview. HoodChicks35@gmail. Lady Scrap, the Hood Chick 3500. You already know what's going on. It's the Hood Chick Podcast.